All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Kor Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, great millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And you see I got up on the screen the U.S. debt clock. It's at 34 trillion and counting. And if you've been paying attention, you can see how fast, this is live, you can see how fast it's tallying up. And another number that you should pay attention to, it's also in red, it's the interest on debt. And it says interest on debt, the net total is at, what is that, 801 million, I believe. 100,000, yeah, I think that's 801 million and counting. That's the debt. That's the interest on the debt. The debt is at 34 trillion and counting. The interest is at 801 million, Slovakia. Okay, and they say every hundred days they're pretty much accumulating $1 trillion in debt. Okay, so and I started with that because the theme of this lesson is going to be pretty much I gotta figure, it's a working title, I'll figure out the title, but something along the lines of the insolvency of Babylon the Great, man. Babylon the Great being insolvent. Okay. And I was watching a couple videos. I'm gonna leave one in particular, the main video that got sent me down a rabbit hole. I'll leave that one in the description. I'll show you in a little bit, but led me to dig into commercial real estate, which, you know, I'm always watching the economy. You know, that's my thing. I'm always, whether it's layoffs, what else? I watch a lot to the car market, whether it's used or new. You know, I pay attention a lot to, you know, whether people are buying or selling cars. I watch a lot, commercial real estate, residential real estate, watching everything, man. And what am I watching for? I'm watching for this impending collapse. Okay, this inevitable collapse. So anyway, it led me down a rabbit hole going into commercial real estate, and a word that they kept throwing around, which they always throw this word around, insolvent. Okay, and that made me think of Habakkuk, that thick clay. Of course, every time I hear the word insolvent, again, I'll probably title this lesson Babylon the Great is Insolvent, or the insolvency of Babylon. You know, it always makes me think about that thick clay, that Ibatya, which I'm gonna get that scripture in Habakkuk. I'll get it in the blue letter. I'll look that word up again. But the word insolvent means what? Unable to pay debts owed. And that's why you see, this debt clock just tallying up the way it is. It's all by design by the wicked elite. America's pretty much bankrupt. They're bankrupt. America's a corporation, okay, ran by the elites, okay, the elites of Esau, Edom, with the chief house of Esau, Edom would be Amalek, the Amalekites, the small hats, okay, and they're America's their big baby, their little, their pride and joy, their baby, but it's nothing more than a corporation, and they're about to bankrupt this bitch. And they're going to usher in a new way of doing things, of governing. A new system is being ushered in, a new order of the ages. Okay? It's no more going to be a fiscal fiat money system with paper money. That's not the way you're gonna do interactions in this new system that's being rolled out. The new system is going to be a digital system. It's a digital age. Okay? It's a digital economy, a digital monetary transactions. per Revelation 13 and 16. And it's going to be spearheaded by that charagma, that RFID CHIP. So what you see happening is they're bankrupting this corporation called America, because they're about to usher in a new system, a digital system. It's all by design, okay? And by bankrupting America, what's that going to do? It's going to bankrupt the global economy, because all these economies are interconnected. And the key component is America, that great city, that made all the merchants around the world rich. Okay, so once this bitch goes down, once this economy comes to a screeching halt, everything's gonna come to a screeching halt, and they're gonna usher in that new system, that new age. Okay, so again, Babylon is insolvent, and that's what you see why the debt clock is running up the way it is. You know. So this is the main video that I had saw initially that popped up in my news feed. I've watched videos from this guy before. He's always filming, documenting pretty much LA, California. He goes around, and there's a couple people that I watch. Like I said, I'm always watching the economy, and there's a couple channels that go around documenting the agora, the city, the chief cities, the prominent shopping plazas and so on and so forth. Whether it be New York, Miami, wherever. I actually watched this guy from Canada. It was another guy. He was in England, and all around the world, the globe, it's the same vibration, the same. They all have one thing in common: a bunch of store closures, rent for lease. Empty businesses. Hold again, metropolises, downtown areas, more and more. Okay. A common theme. Why? Because it's a global collapse. All right, it's a global thing, a global reset. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this link in the description. As you can see, it says Beverly Hills is dying. Lots of stores are out of business. Beverly Hills is becoming a ghost town. That's another theme that a lot of these cities are becoming ghost towns. Especially over here in America, Babylon the Great, a lot of these cities are looking like tent towns, tent cities. I just watched another video in Michigan that was showing a city in Michigan where there was whole tent communities. So I was watching another report, and the reporter was saying that America's starting to look like a third world nation, a third world country. We've been saying that. Why? Because this bitch is falling. So again, I'm gonna leave that Beverly Hills video so you can see, because we know Beverly Hills was a prominent popping spot, man, in America. Especially California, LA, Beverly Hills. You had Beverly Hills Cop. You had that Melrose Place 90210. So if Beverly Hills looked like this, what did that tell you? Okay, this place is through, and it's not just it's all over. Prominent malls, prominent stores that you used to go to, This thing is through. This place is through. So I was watching, like I said, you could do your own due diligence, but you see, I was watching the time bomb, the time bomb of basically of the commercial real estate collapse. Commercial real estate is falling apart. I just sent me down a rabbit hole, which I'm always mentioning. How the commercial real estate is really doing bad. And the number one phrase that the number one word they keep throwing around is insolvent. This place is insolvent. It's through. This place is through. Okay, so I'm not gonna make this long. I pretty much made the point. The writing's on the wall. Open your eyes. Look around. You can clearly see this bitch is through. So this is Habakkuk 2 and 6, and I got it in the blue letter because I'm gonna look up that word clay, thick clay, right? We bring it out all the time, and this is what came to mind. Habakkuk, the main scripture, Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Yeah, because everything Esau Edom has acquired, he's gotten it. It's all ill-gotten gains. How did Esau Edom acquire all his wealth, all his all the lands that he has, all his resources? By the force of the sword. He's gotten it by violence, by bloodshed, by deceit. You know, he'll go in through the sword. Or he might go in deceitfully, like what he did to to Gad, the North American Indians, gave them blankets with smallpox. Or he might he can infiltrate you deceitfully, might set up a coup. You know, you know, he's got the deceitful man has many trains. He got many avenues, but they're all wicked. Everything he's acquired unjustly. That's why the kingdom is about to be translated from one people to another, to one that is profitable. So again, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him? And that's why ultimately we know the 10 horns that were upon the beast shall hate the whore and burn him with fire. Everybody's about had enough of your shit, man. And they about to turn out and lash out against you. Even your mother, Britain, she shall be sore confounded. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? Not much longer. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a short time, a short moment. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set the bounds which he can't pass, and he knows it. That's why he's about to come down with great wrath. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And the main point again is I want to look up that thick clay. And that's how he gets around. He gets down. That's how this devil gets down. The apostles always mention it. Who said that? Meyer M. Schaubauer, I believe that's who it was. He said, give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws. Because again, Amalek is the chief house of Edom. All right, and how did the wicked elites really get their wealth? Going back to the chief family of Amalek, the chief house of Edom, the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds acquired their wealth through banking, through the banking system. Okay, that's who's ruling the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the central banking system. The Federal Reserve. Amalek is behind it, man. So again, what did Meyer M. Schaubauer, I believe that's who it was, said, give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws. And that's how he puts thick clay upon you. Weights. It says, I bought this. Strong's H5671. That's that thick clay, right? It says, weight of pledges. Heavy debts. Okay? Heavy debts upon the people. Heavy debts upon the nations. He puts heavy debts upon everyone. Okay? And it's caused what? This thick clay now, it's caused that, and that's how people live, man. People are maxed out. Now they're insolvent, up to their eyes in debt, with negative equity, upside down in their properties, upside down in their houses, their car loans, upside down with student debt, you know, student loan upside down, and even these corporations upside down, insolvent, laden with thick clay, and a lot of them just end up doing what? Packing up and closing up shop, laying off the whole damn workforce. That's ultimately what's coming. Everything about to be shut down because Babylon the Great is insolvent. It's acquired so much debt, it can't pay it back. The interest alone, it can't be paid back, you know? So, close out here. Jeremiah 51 and 8. I start at 7. Babylon, which we know Babylon is America, Mystery Babylon, have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand. And what's in that? What's in that cup? Her wine, her philosophies, her ideologies, her democracy, her feminism, her alternative lifestyles, her wayward way of thinking, and what's in that cup is that thick clay, those heavy weights, those heavy pledges that he's gonna shove down your throat, you know. So it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken, on her philosophies, her ideologies, on her debt, her pledges, her heavy weights. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. A future prophecy which is being fulfilled as we speak. America's crumbling right in front of our eyes. It says, howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up unto the sky, even to the skies. Okay? But the point is, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. It's insolvent. Babylon is insolvent. It can't be healed. This debt can't be paid back. Go even deeper. Esau, Edom. His debt, he still hasn't paid his debt. Going way back to Cain, because we know the same spirit that's on Esau and his descendants was the same spirit that was upon Cain. Which the spirit that was on Cain goes back to the garden, the serpent. Okay, you see, and what's Cain? Cain was a fugitive and a vagabond fleeing from justice, and just as Esau, Edom is. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. What did Esau say? No matter of fact, what did Cain said that? Cain said, my punishment is more than I can bear. Same thing, same sentiment Esau had. Has thou but one blessing? Bless me also, Father. But he didn't understand that when Isaac blessed him with the sword, he put him in a trick bag. You see? Esau's debt, hey man, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He trying to run from it. Ain't no way around it. But it's saying Exodus, he that stealeth the man, and if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Hey man, hey, Esau. Oh man, you get the idea. Obadiah 1 and 18. After 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man, he gonna drink double of this cup. He don't want to. He don't want to pay that debt back. Babylon is insolvent. This place is through. Shalom. Wa abad babor. Kwam Yasharallah.